Hi, welcome back to the channel everyone. Today it's early June and we are at the Haynes Motor Museum at Sparkford in Somerset, and we are here for the Charterhouse Classic Bike Auction. Now, they've got somewhere in the region of about 150 bikes. There's everything from little pedal and pop mopeds up to ex-GP race bikes. I've even got myself a bidding number this time, so you never know, I might be tempted. But we'll also have a look at some of the bikes that caught my eye and see how they get on at auction. So let's see what happens. Now, Lot 122A will bring back a lot of memories for those who cut their teeth on motorbikes in the late 80s, early 90s. Is of course a Kawasaki AR125. It's one of the later models, so it's got the sort of almost GPZ 900R-ish style fairing. Bright green screen there, which screams the sort of late 90s. This one looks in pretty good condition. It's guided at 1,000 to 1,500. So let's see how it gets on.
Kawasaki AR125, there we go. It's no reserve bike. Where do you start me at 800? At 800. At 800, £400 in a way now. £400 started, 400 is bid, 420, 450, 480, 500. At 520, at 520 the room bid at 520, at 520, at £520 I bid now. I'm looking for 550 west. So on the right at 520 I have it away now. At £520 it will be sold now. At 520, 550, 580, 600, at 20, 650, 680, 700, that's £700 on my left, thank you. It's at £700 and away now. Stand out from the crowd here. At £700 and away now. Selling away at 700 and I sell. Thank you, well done. Here's 181.
Lot 134 is a bit of a Italian rarity, I suppose, but a modern rarity. It's a Moto Aprilia 650. Now, these were designed, I think, by somebody called Philip Stark. It was a bit of a design sort of project, which is why it's got slightly radical kind of looks. Has it aged well? I'm not sure. I think it's very much of its time. This is actually in quite a rare colour scheme. It's guided at 2.5 to 3,500. It's only done 7,000 miles, so I think, as a steady investment, I don't think you'd make too much money back on it, but I think it's one you possibly could hang on to, enjoy for a bit, and then sell on. Let's see how it gets on at the auction.
The Aprilia Moto 6.5, there we go. It's been in storage some time, there we go. Start me at a couple of £1,000 hit, 2,000, 2,000 is bid, 2,000, 2,2, at 2,2, at 2,002 I have bid on this internet portal here, at 2,002, at 2,002 I have bid now, looking for 2,004, it's this internet portal here, at 2,002 I have bid now, at £2,200 I have bid, I'm at 2,002 to be submitted as a provisional bid, this internet portal at 2,002, it's bid a 5,058.
And as the phrase used to go, now for something completely different. This is Lot 121. The front end is a Kawasaki 750, or there'll be a GT because it's shaft drive, and the back end is a Reliant Rialto, which was the follow-on from Reliant Robin. It's up for no reserve. It obviously needs a bit of work. There appears to be not a lot in the electrical department, no handlebar grips and so on, but for a bit of fun, for a few £100, could be a bit of a giggle for someone. Let's see how it gets on.
And where do you want to start on this project here? Start at 500, £500 away now, 500, 500, at £500, £100 away now, at £100, who can we tempt for 100? At £100 away now, anyone at all for 100, anyone at all for £100 away now, at £100 away, at £100, 50 if you will then, at £50 away. 50 is bid at £50, the bike, trike, whatever you want to call it. It is for sale at £50. I have bid now. I'm at £50. It will be sold. I'm at £50. Any further advance now? At £50 I go, I sell. Surely for the engine here. I'm at £50. Last chance selling at 50. 5093. Congratulations.
Wow, Lot 151 is absolutely glorious. This is the Honda CBX. It's a 1980 model, so it's one of the early ones, and this was, I think, a certain element of Honda demonstrating what they could do. It's 6-cylinder inline. This one is absolutely immaculate. It's done 36,000 miles, and It's just absolutely glorious. It's got the crash bars on it, which I think, you know, particularly if I was riding it, you would definitely need. And it's guided at 14 to 15,000 pounds, and I know these do get strong money. So let's see how it gets on at the auction.
151 now, the beautiful Honda CBX1000. Here we go, with its crash bars. And there we go, all its catalogue there. Original machine, great condition, service and ready to ride. And where do you want to start? Start me at 12,000, at 12,000, at 12,000, 8,000 is big, 8,2, 8,5, 8,8, 9,000, 9,2, 9,5, 9,8. At 9,008 I have here, at 9,008, at 9,008, 10,000, at 10,000, 11,000, at 11,000 I have here, at 11,000 pounds away here, at 11,000 pounds away now, gets you all there, at 11,000 pounds away now, fair warning, last chance here, 11,005, with the voice, at 11,005 I have bid now, at 11,005 I have bid, 12,000's next bid if you will, I'm at 11,500 pounds, the bid is seated in the very front row here, at 11,500 pounds, we're going to submit it, and I'm pretty certain it will be going through at 11,500. Provisional bid is 258. Thank you.
Right, well, lot 160 could be the star of the show for me. This is a 1985 Honda RS500R. Now, this was a 3-cylinder, 2-stroke triple race bike. Now, if you want the ultimate track day bike, this could possibly be it. Back in the 80s, the main factories, Honda, Suzuki, Yamaha, would supply what they called importer teams, i.e. national importers by country, examples of their, effectively in modern day terms, Moto GP bike. And this one was supplied to the UK. It was ridden by Roger Marshall. It won races in the British Championship, and really this was an era before sort of British superbikes and so on came along, and the 750cc 4-stroke category dominated the market. So there was a bit more of a free-for-all. I think some of these even ran at things like the Isle of Man TT. This bike is guided at 95 to 100,000 pounds, so it's quite a big ask on this one, but it'll be interesting to see how it gets on. There won't be many opportunities to buy a bike like this. You know, 3-cylinder, 2-stroke, 185 brake horsepower. You turn up a track day with one of these, you would be the king of the hill. So let's see how it gets on.
Where do you want to start me? Start me at 80,000, at 80,000 pounds and away now, at 80,000 pounds and away, at 80,000 pounds and away now, 70,000 starting. It's big, thank you, it's 70,000 pounds I have bid, at 70,000 pounds I have it away now, at 70,000 pounds and away now, 72,000, at 72,000, 74,000, at 74, 76,000, 78,000, at 78,000 pounds I have bid now, looking for 80,000, I'm at 78,000 pounds I have bid now, looking for 80,000, here with me, at 78,000 pounds now, you're all out, you're out on .com, you're out in the room, and you're out on Easy Life, at 78,000 pounds here, with us at 78,000, there we go, that's what's the time big.
Now, lot 164 is a bit of a rarity from the 80s. Now, this is a Suzuki OR50. Now, I vaguely remember these. They're very, for those of you who know the Fantic chopper, very similar design, little 50cc, 16-year-old bike, or bike for 16-year-olds, I mean. This one obviously needs a little bit of work to get it running again, but it's only guided at £600 to £700. So I think that might be a little bit of a bargain for someone, because we know these little mopeds do hold their money well. Okay, let's see how it gets on.
Lot number 164 now is the Suzuki OR50 project. Here we are, no V5 document with this, it's no V5. And so you have to apply and get one for that no V5, that is called out now. And where do you want to start? Fun little thing here, chuck in the boot of your car, 600, at 600, 600, £500 and away now. At £500 and away now. At 504 is bid, 420. At 420 bid now. 450, 480. At 480 bid, 500, 520. At 520. At 550, 550, 580. At 580. At 580, 600, 600. At £600 I bid now. It's on Easy Line. The reserve is off at £600 I have. Someone else chuck a 20 quid in the pot here. I'm at £600. It's your bid on Easy Live and I will sell it now. Selling here, the little Suzuki, selling at 600. 5014, well done.
Well, if you've ever fancied one of the what they class as pedal and pop mopeds, which were the sort of I think 1973 regulations, where mopeds had to have a pedal operation as well, there is the biggest selection I've ever seen here. I think there's somewhere in excess of 20, maybe 25, 23, 30. I've just been indicated there is actually 30. It's classic moped spares, and what they've done is put a whole load of theirs in. Known in the industry as Moped Milk. You may have seen him on programs like Henry Cole's sort of Find It, Fix It, Flog It and Motorbike Show. We're not going to go through all of these at the auction, but it was just to give you a feel of what was here, and they are a massive part of this auction. Well, the auctioneer Richard Brommel has pointed me in the direction of this particular lot, number 170. It's a 1962 Honda CR93. Now, for the Honda aficionados, you will know how rare this is. There were only 200 of them ever made, and only 30 were made for road use. And these were basically a race machine for the road. These were, the RC30 of their day. And this one has been restored. There are only 12 known left of the 200, and there's been a road model. This makes this one extremely rare. It is a really, really pretty little bike. It's guided at 55 to 60,000 due to its rareness, and this is one the collectors will definitely be after. So let's see how it gets on.
George, got 170. I know. Got 170 now. The 1962, the Honda CR93, the street model. The street model here. Probably the rarest bike we will see. It's not a racer, it's a street model. Here we go. The owner's got the key apparently, so we will be sending that on to you as well. And approximately 200, well, you know what about the CR motorcycles, but the CR racer only has 12 known to exist on the street. Here we go, beautifully restored. We had it up on our stand up at Stafford, and huge amount of interest, extremely rare, collectible, wonderful thing. Where do you want to start me? Start me at 50,000, at £50,000 and away now, at 50,000, at £50,000. 40,000 is big, thank you, at 40,000 I have. 42,000, 44,000, 46,000, at £46,000 I have bid. At £46,000 I have 48,000, 50,000 I have. At 50,000. £50,000. £52,000 I have bid on the phone at £52,000 now. The bid is on the phone at £52,000 I have bid. At £52,000 I have bid now. At £52,000. The bid is on George's phone at £52,000 I have bid now. Make no mistake, it's on the phone at £52,000. We're going to submit it as a provisional bid. I'm sure it's going to go through at £52,000. Provisional bid, I'm sure it's going to go through at 52. And the number is please, George.
Now, lot 206, a lot of us would have started our motorcycling career on something like this or very similar. I started mine on a CG125, which was very similar. Now, this is a 75 CB125S. It's been family owned since new, was restored a few years ago, looks in absolutely stunning condition, and is guided at 2,800 to 3,200. So let's see how it gets on with the auctioneer.
The 1975, the Honda CB125S, there we are. HCA 329N, there we go. A pretty looking bike, good looking bike. One family ownership from new, completely restored, there we are. One family owned from 1975 now. I think that's just father and son. And where do you want to start? Starting at 2008. 2008. A couple of £1,000 away now. One family owned from new and restored. 1,500 is bid. Thank you at 1,500. At £1,500 away. Pretty bike here. At 1,500, 1,600, 1,700, 1,800, 1,900. At 1,900. At £1,900 away now. Here at £1,900 away now. At £1,900. 2,000, 2,2. 24, 24, 26, 28, 28 I have now, at 2008 now. It's close by the bid at £2,800 I have bid. You're out online. It's a front row seat. If it's going to be sold, I will sell it. Last chance selling it at 2008 at 28. Thank you is 283.
Now, a lot of you watching will have owned a Bandit at some point. They were around for a number of years. They're a good workhorse bike. But this one, Lot 215, is a little bit different. It's been in a private collection and it was only done 1 mile. It's never been started, so completely fresh. And if you want a brand new Bandit and relive, what, 27 years ago, when this bike would have been brand new, this is the bike for you. I'm always unsure what can you do with these bikes, because if you ride it, it just becomes another used Bandit. So this is one again for someone's collection or maybe a museum, but it's absolutely perfect. I looked over it and it is literally a brand new bike. So let's see how it gets on with the auctioneer.
Lot 215, which is the penultimate lot in the sale today. Lot 215, the 1997 Suzuki GSF, the 600S. It's a Bandit, 1 mile, showing on the speedo here. Private collection for 23 years, new old stock, not started. Starting at £6,000 and away now, at £6,000. 4 is big, thank you, at 4,000 I have. Difficult thing to value, but it's at 4, 4.2, 4.5, 4.8. At 4,008 I have bid now. At £4,800 and away now. At £4,800 and away now. At 4,000, 5,000 is big, 5,000. At £5,000 I have bid. We're going to submit it, don't you worry. I'm at £5,000 on the Bandit. At £5,000. Any further advance here? New old stock. At £5,000 provisional bid. That is 5077. We'll see what we can do for you on that.
Now, before the Honda Goldwing was fitted with hot and cold running toilets and everything else that it nowadays has, this was the original one. It's a 1980, as you can see. It's got the flat 4 engine in it, 1000cc, none of all this sort of fairing gubbings and that kind of thing. This looks a very original bike. I can see there's a 1982 tax disc, so it's quite possible it hasn't been used since then. But it is very, very original, and this is what the original Goldwings look like.
Lot 120 is a 1980 Honda Goldwing. Here we go. It's a no reserve bike. Where do you want to start? Start at 1,500. At 1,500. At £1,500 away. At 1,500. £1,000 now. At £1,000 away now. At £1,000. At £1,000. 500 to start it. At 500 is big. At 500 I have now. Thank you. 500. It's a no. 520. 550. 580. 620. 650, 680, 720, 750, 780, 820, 850, 880, 920, 950, 980, 980, and your bids are at 980, 1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, £1,300, front row seated at £1,300 and away now, at 1,300, long-term ownership here, at £1,300 and away, at £1,300 and away now, seated in the very front row, both portals are out. 1,400 I have online. Didn't work that time, did it? At 1,400 I have. 1,500 at 1,500. Still in the room at £1,500 and away. Long-term ownership here at £1,500 and away now. Here's selling in the room. The internet is out, but we thank you. Selling right here at 1,500. Well done, thank you.
Now, lot 143 could be a bit of a bargain for someone. As you can see, it's a Kawasaki ZXR400. Now, these never really sort of cut into people's pockets like the Honda, particularly the NC30 and so on, and they're a cracking little bike. This one is up with no reserve, so could be a good chance for someone. Apparently needs a bit of recommissioning. It does run. It's been owned by the current owner for 4 years, and so I think there's a chance of a bargain here, so let's find out.
Recommissioning, it's no reserve bike, start at 500, at 500, at 500, at 500. Here's big, thank you, room bid at 500 I had, at £500 away now. Ooh, both portals have died. They've died. £500 I had bid, it's a room bid at 500, 520, 550, 580, 600, 620, 650, 680, 700, and 20, and 50, 880, 800, 820. Front row seat at 820, bids are at 820, thank you. At £820 I have bid. Front row seat, both portals are live again. It's at £820 I have bid. Front row seated at £820, selling here at 820, 258, thank you. 258.
Well, we're honoured today a bit with sort of 80s sort of icon bikes, I would argue. This one was the Yamaha VMAX. Well, this one obviously still is a Yamaha VMAX. It's lot 156 and it's been sold without reserve. And these were the ultimate muscle bike in its day. And by the looks of it, it's had a bit of an upgrade because they aren't original forks on the front. So it's had some upgrade work done to it. These were very much designed for the American market, for the long straight highways and so on, but still a very popular bike in the UK. So let's see how it gets on.
The 1993 Yamaha VMAX 1200. Where do you want to start me on this? Start me at £1,000 at 1,000. At 1,000 is bid. At 1,000 I have bid. At £1,000. At £1,000 it's a no reserve bike and it will be sold. And at £1,000, 1,100, 1,200, 1,300, 1,400, 1,500, 1,600. Thank you, sir. At £1,600. Easy Live at £1,600. The VMAX at £1,600. It will be sold at £1,600, and I sell at 1,600. 5030, well done.
Well, that was quite interesting. A full range of values there. Some stuff went for big money and some not quite so big money. So I really hope you've enjoyed that video, and if you have, please consider giving that subscribe button a click. And in the meantime, have a look at this video because we think you're going to enjoy it.